I can't control what people think this was. I can only tell you my intentions. This was not a rally to ridicule people of faith or people of activism or to look down our noses at the heartland, or passionate arguments, or to suggest that times are not difficult and that we have nothing to fear. They are, and we do. But we live now in hard times, not end times, and we can have animus and not be enemies. But unfortunately, one of our main tools in delineating the two broke. The country's 24-hour political pundit, perpetual panic conflictinator, did not cause our problems, but its existence makes solving them that much harder. The press can hold its magnifying glass up to our problems, bringing them into focus, illuminating issues heretofore unseen, or they can use that magnifying glass to light ants on fire and then perhaps host a week of shows on the sudden, unexpected, dangerous flaming ant epidemic. If we amplify everything, we hear nothing. There are terrorists and racists and Stalinists and theocrats, but those are titles that must be earned. You must have the resume. Not being able to distinguish between real racists and Tea Partiers or real bigots and Juan Williams and Rick Sanchez is an insult, not only to those people, but to the racists themselves who have put in the exhausting effort it takes to hate. Just as the inability to distinguish terrorists from Muslims make us not less safe, but more safe, but not less. Sorry. If we overreact to everything, we actually get sicker, and perhaps eczema. And yet, with that being said, I feel good. Strangely, calmly good. Because the image of Americans that is reflected back to us by our political and media process is false. It is us through a funhouse mirror, and not the good kind that makes you look slim in the waist and maybe taller, but the kind where you have a giant forehead and an ass shaped like a month-old pumpkin and one eyeball. So, why would we work together? Why would you reach across the aisle to a pumpkin-ass forehead eyeball monster? If the picture of us were true, of course, our inability to solve problems would actually be quite sane and reasonable. Why would you work with Marxists actively subverting our Constitution, or racists and homophobes who see no one's humanity but their own? We hear every damn day about how fragile our country is, on the brink of catastrophe by polarizing hate, and how it's a shame that we can't work together to get things done. But the truth is, we do. We work together to get things done every damn day. And the only place we don't is here, or on cable TV. But Americans don't live here or on cable TV. Where we live, our values and principles form the foundations that sustain us while we get things done, not the barriers that prevent us from getting things done. Most Americans don't live their life slowly as Democrats, Republicans, liberals, or conservatives. Americans live their lives more as people that are just a little bit late for something they have to do. Often that they do not want to do, but they do it. Impossible things every day that are not only made possible by the little reasonable compromises that we all make. Look on the screen. This is where we are. This is who we are. You see the cars merging into the Lincoln Tunnel? These cars. That's a school teacher who probably thinks his taxes are too high. He's going to work. There's another car, a woman with two small kids who can't really think about anything else right now. There's another car, swinging. I don't even know if you can see it. The lady's in the NRA, and she loves Oprah. There's another car, an investment banker. Yay! Also loves Oprah. Another car's a Latino carpenter. Another car's a fundamentalist vacuum salesman. Atheist obstetrician. Mormon Jay-Z fan. But this is us. Every one of the cars you see is filled with individuals of strong belief and principles they hold dear. Often principles and beliefs in direct opposition to their fellow travelers. And yet these millions of cars must find somehow a way to squeeze by one into a long 30-foot wide tunnel carved underneath a muddy river. Carved, by the way, by people who I'm sure had their differences. And they do it, concession by concession. You go, then I'll go. You go, then I'll go. My God, is that an NBA sticker on your car? Is that an Obama sticker on your car? Well, that's all right. You go, then I'll go. And at some point, there'll be a selfish jerk who zips up the shoulder and cuts in at the last minute. But that individual is rare, and he is scorned, and he is not hired as an analyst, because we know instinctively as a people that if we are going to get through the darkness and back into the light, we have to work together. And the truth is, there will always be darkness. And sometimes the light at the end of the tunnel isn't the promised land. Sometimes it's just New Jersey. But we do it anyway, together. If you want to know why I'm here and what I want from you, I can only assure you this. You have already given it to me. Your presence is what I wanted. Sanity will always be and always been in the eye of the beholder. To see you here today and the kind of people that you are has restored mine. Thank you.